After a week in the crowded city, what's more relaxing than driving out to the country for the day? Okay, sometimes the drive is slow. But it's a good time to think about relaxing stuff, like feeding ducks.
Oh, that was the worst traffic ever. But the day's not over yet. Let's feed the ducks. Hi, Mrs. Renkins. Something wrong?
The chicks wandered off. My chicken is very upset. If I don't find them before dark...
Yeah, not much time left to feed ducks either. I'll help you search. You can feed them without me, okay, George? But stay by the duck pen. I don't want you to get lost like the chicks.
Feeding ducks is like a relaxing brain massage. Jumpy Squirrel was a good jumper. And an even better food finder. This was great. George had never had ducks swim all around him before. If ducks swam all around, it meant he was floating down river with ducks. It was almost like being a duck.
Let's see if the chicks are along the fence. Hey, maybe they squeezed out here.
Then they could be anywhere.
Maybe they'll figure out how to find their way home again.
At that very moment, the chicks were trying to find their way home. But they were bad at it. Really bad. And speaking of lost, George was too busy being a duck to notice he was floating away from home. Fast. Jumpy tried to warn George because he didn't want his friend to get lost and take all that food with him. Soon, they were in a place they'd never seen before, which made George curious. Jumpy thought they should jump onto that small boat on the right. Or was it on the left? And it wasn't small. It wasn't even in the river. But Jumpy missed home. Watching for the man with the yellow hat to come home was easy for a sharp-eyed monkey like George, because nobody else was that yellow. Well, almost no one. Seeing the man was great. But seeing him with a present was even better.
Well, hello. How was your morning? Were you a good little monkey? That's my monkey. Yeah, hold on, George. That present's not for you. It's for Professor Wiseman's birthday. You can see what's inside when she opens it. Tonight at dinner.
Dinner was years away. Maybe just one peek now.
If you really want to unwrap something, come in the kitchen. Here, you can pretend the orange peel is gift wrap. You'll be helping me in unwrapping too.
Orange skin didn't feel like gift wrap. But there was something good inside. Maybe that thick skin was there to hold back squirts. Now, the onion had skin that felt like gift wrap. But it didn't smell like any present. And no wonder they keep cheese wrapped up. These coverings were all different, but they hid the same thing. Something smelly. But that couldn't be the same reason the present was wrapped, could it?
George, could you please peel me one apple?
This was much better. The apple smelled good.
George, after you've done one apple, leave the bowl of unpeeled fruit out, okay? Those are Professor Wiseman's favorites that I bought especially for her birthday. George, could you pick up my pants for me? They're being altered at the department store. Don't worry, we won't open it without you.
Phew.
Have a seat. I'll be back in one moment with the pants.
The man with the yellow hat was right. This errand had completely taken George's mind off the fancy, beautiful wrapped present. Nothing to eat, nothing to smell, nothing. All George uncovered was a mystery. Why just wrap empty boxes? George was helping get ready for breakfast while the man with the yellow hat got an early jump on some important work.
This country air is just what I needed. Yeah, by tonight, my speech for the tribute to Professor Wiseman will be perfect. Her great vision. Her great insight exhibit, right? Algae. Woolly mammoth. Her love of the woolly mammoth. I don't... Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I'll stop for breakfast. Well, fruit and eggs are good. Whoa! These cupboards are too small for us. Maybe we should buy less food.
The thought of having less food made George more hungry.
Well, we still need breakfast. Hey, I'll run to the market. Maybe you can finish my speech for me while I'm gone.
Hey, George. I'm helping Jumpy out with extra nuts. He's storing food. Squirrels hide food in the ground. Then when they need it, they dig it up and have plenty to eat.
George never knew the ground was such a good place to store food. George and the man with the yellow hat needed a good place to store food. George could hardly wait to chew the rewards of squirrel-style storage.
George, these donuts are delicious.
George, this fish is phenomenal.
All right, now for breakfast, then back to work on my speech. What? Where's our food? George, I think there's a food thief on the loose. Why would someone steal paprika?
George wanted to explain that he had it all taken care of.
Do we have gophers? Gophers stole our food? My paprika! Why would someone bury paprika?
The apartment building where George lived was a very orderly place. And that's how Hundley liked it.
They're here to clean your carpets.
People came, and people went. The elevator arrived, and people came down the stairs. Everything in Hundley's lobby was orderly and neat. Well, almost everything.
We can't go back into the apartment until the carpet is dry, George. So you stay here in the lobby while I run my errands, all right? Okay. Oh, and in case you get hungry, I won't be long.
Hunley didn't think George should be eating a sloppy apple in the lobby. George decided it would probably be better to eat his apples someplace else. Hunley had never been through this door before. But he was pretty sure it was against the rules to be out here. Hunley didn't think George would ever get in that way. So he'd find a better way.
All right, move it along.
At least there was one thing Hunley knew for certain. Home was this way. Or maybe that way. Hunley was getting worried. He could just imagine the terrible things that sloppy monkey was doing to his lobby. When Hunley found his building, it was even worse than he imagined. But then Hunley saw that it wasn't his street at all. But that meant he had no idea where he was. George had been drawing all morning. But when he drew too long, he got a cramp in his foot.
That's funny. A banana driving a car. Oh, it's me. Well, George, I am honored to be in such a great work of art. Hey, and you know where great works of art belong? On the refrigerator. What we need to hold that up is a magnet. Let me see. I remember having one somewhere. Oh. Well, this is the only one I got. You're right. It really doesn't do it justice. Okay, we have a mission. Go buy great magnets so you can hang that. George, careful, don't swing from the refrigerator. Yeah, okay. 2 missions. Magnets, refrigerator door handle. Oh, hi, Professor Wiseman.
Hi, guys. Wow, you're in the wrong place. That belongs in an art museum.
We're here to buy cool magnets to stick George's picture to the refrigerator.
Say, while you're here, do you want to see our new magnetorium?
Yeah. Oh, were you talking to George?
George was in a hurry to get home and hang up his drawing. But he was curious.
Welcome to the magnetorium.
I think magnetism is my favorite invisible force.
George knew he could spend all day here. But they were on a mission.
Oh, right. We'll come back another day and play with all this stuff.
Before you go, try to touch this magnet against the back of the cars. Now try to touch it to the front. Everything isn't magnetic, just certain metals.
Oh, George, check this out. This isn't a magnet, see? But anything attracted to a magnet can be turned into a magnet by rubbing the magnet on it like this, in the same direction. It's all so amazing.
Oh, I almost forgot this.
What amazing thing does that do?
This? It's the pizza pan you lent me. I'm returning it. Thanks.
George was still in a hurry to buy some small magnets and get home. The day started with a wham, wham, wham. Lots of people heard it. But only one was so curious, he had to go see what it was.
Wow, pretty impressive construction site, huh, George? That's what it'll look like when they're all done. My hat! Oh, stop, my hat! Anybody?
These metal boxes looked important. Metal on the outside? Tasty sandwich inside. With all this great equipment to see, George didn't want to waste time on food. Machinery's more fun when it's nice and loud.
Now, you see, there it goes again. Why is my building groaning and quaking?
I think the ground under the foundation is shifting, but I can't figure out where or why.
I want this place to be safe. We'll have to shut the site down until we find the problem.
George? George! Get down! That's not a playground!
Hey, buddy! This your monkey?
And is this your cat?
No! But I know her! Oh, not good, cat. Well, looks like lunch is on me.
The next morning, the man with the yellow hat was doing a little constructing of his own.
Good morning, George. What'll it be for breakfast, waffles or pancakes? Waffles and pancakes it is. I'm sorry, George, but there are no blueberries. We'll just find something else fun to put on top. Or you could go down to the store and buy blueberries. Okay, George, this is a 10. So be very careful.
George suddenly realized something was missing. No wham, wham, wham. Maybe they were done. The building was built. The blueberries would have to wait. The building wasn't done, but no one was working today. Maybe this was a perfect time to look around without distracting anybody. How would he pay for the blueberries? George was definitely going to give Compass blueberries for his help. It was a perfect summer day. The kind of day that just makes you want to kick something over and over. Which is just what George was doing.
Hey, you're improving, George. You just need to keep practicing. Oh, sure. The way to get better at anything is with lots of practice. Ooh, hey, you better get going. Your dog's sitting Charky today, right?
If only there was a way to dog sit and practice kicking.
Hi, George. Thanks for doing this. I'll only be at the hairdresser's for 1 hour. I'd take Charky with me, but some people are allergic to dogs. You're welcome to sit Charky in my apartment. Or you could stay outside. Charky likes the park. All right. Have fun. Oh, Betsy and Steve say once or twice Charky has slipped away. So please keep an eye on her.
If Charky could get off her leash this easily, George would never get a chance to practice kicking. Unless he did it right here. It wasn't the park, but it'd do. And best of all, it had its own soccer goal. Some dogs don't know the difference between play and practice. Chasing Charky did have its rewards. Charky wasn't going to squeeze under there again. One of George's favorite things about being in the country was running his own railroad.
Hello? Oh, hi, Bill.
The Kite Flyers convention just ended. I'm going to be coming home on the number 7 train.
Okay. What time will your train arrive at the station?
The number 7 arrives home at exactly 3 o'clock.
All right, I'll be there. Bye-bye. George, you wouldn't want to bother coming to the train station to pick Bill up, would you? It's too early to go now. His train won't arrive for hours. Oh, I'll show you how it works. This is the train Bill will be on. This is you and me. Even if we're at the train station, we have to wait until 3 o'clock for Bill's train to get from there to here. Okay. We can go to the station early and you'll see how it really works.
This was exciting. George had never been to the train station before.
Well, hey there, young fellas. Taking a trip, are you? I recommend traveling by boat.
Oh, we're not traveling. George wants to see how trains run.
Well, would you like to see it from inside the station's very nerve center?
Are we allowed up there?
Well, of course. My brother's the station master. I'm bringing his lunch. Hey, Flint.
Hey, Clint.
Meet my mates, George and...
Why, you're the man with the yellow hat. I see you in town from up here 'cause you stick out like a big yellow thing sticking out.
Yeah. Well, this particular little monkey wants to see how real trains run.
Yeah. Well, I'm the station master. From here, I watch every train on the line. It's important for me to track every train to keep them on schedule. Well, now, see that? The number 1 train's supposed to get here first. Number 2 second, 3 third. It's simple. Exactly. I have to get that number 1 ahead of the number 2. Number 2, I'm switching you to the right-of-way so number 1 can pass.
Okay, station master.
So I've got to switch the tracks to move it ahead.
George saw exactly how Station Master Flint did his job.
Time for the number 1 to come into the station. See now? Follow me. And there's the number 1 right on time. Now you know enough to run the railroad yourself. Lunch break.
No thanks.
Great Northern Railroad. Are you trying to cheat me, Clint?
Oh, trim your sails there, Flint. What's your beef?
Yours is big. Mine's all small on the ends like something with small ends.
Well, I cut 'em in half, and a half is a half. I'll make a new one and show you're as wrong as pants on a trout. You be judge, so it's fair.
Shouldn't someone be running the railroad?
Oh, it's okay. I always stretch my legs at lunch. Anything unusual happens, this warning bell rings. George can stay. He can't harm anything.
Remember, be a good little monkey.
It was a perfect day to walk down N Avenue and wonder, if building numbers get higher and higher, do they ever stop? And that's exactly what George was doing. Until he got curious about a sound.
Hi, George. Want to shoot baskets?
23!
When's it gonna be my turn, Steve?
When I miss, if I miss. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah, 23. I'm going for a new record. 24 baskets in a row.
Ooh.
Oh! Now it's your turn, Betsy.
Here, you take a turn, George. Huh? Whoa, maybe you can beat Steve's record.
That's 1. You need 23 more to beat me.
George was sure he could get 24, 34, maybe 104.
How about miniature golf?
Huh?
You've never played? It's great. There's a castle and a windmill.
I'll show you how to play. I'm good at this. To figure your score, add up how many times you hit the ball before it goes in the hole.
George had one goal, to do better at golf than he had at basketball. By the end of the first hole, George knew he was great at this game.
A little softer.
On hole number 1, I got a 5, Betsy got 8, and George 27.
George hadn't come close to Steve's 23 baskets, but he already had the highest golf score.
On this hole, Betsy got 4 and I got 3. If you get it in now, you'll have 9.
9? George was sure he could get that score up higher, but it took effort to miss from so close.
That's 10. Keep trying. 11, 12, 13, 14. Hit the windmill again. That's 20.
Getting a high score at golf was easy. George was born to golf. At the end of the game, Steve totaled up the scores.
I had 35. That's my new record for the best score yet. Betsy's adds up to 58. And George, 257.
To Hundley, nothing beat being a wiener dog on a sunny day. It was so much more dignified than being a sweaty, tired-looking man.
Back from the marathon already? And you won a trophy? 17th place? Congratulations!
Steady now. Push that button. Let's put it there, next to my cow pasture sprint trophy. Trophies make it hard to forget things you've done because you have to keep cleaning them. Yeah, I got that for climbing and mapping what they now call Yellow Hat Mountain. You'll win trophies someday. A trophy is a reward for doing something well. So maybe best at being a good little monkey.
George figured there wasn't much chance of that, but maybe for something else, someday.
Oh, hi, Giorgio. Oh, say, you know, I've got no help today. Could you, All done! Thank you so much. Grazie. My new dessert, the ice cream gnocchi, for you, Giorgio. Consider it the Helpful Monkey Award. My thank you for a job well done.
This plate of ice cream was George's first trophy.
A trophy is a reward for doing something well.
Whoa! There you are.
Who would have done this? It's just mean to melt a guy's helpful monkey award.
Giorgio, what did you do? Leave your ice cream gnocchi in the sun? Well, maybe I can still use it for something. This time, don't leave it in the sun where it'll melt.
George now knew he had to keep his trophy out of the sun.
Hi, George. Can we have a little tiny bit of ice cream?
George was happy just about anywhere. City or country. But Jumpy Squirrel jumped from tree to tree because that's about the only place he felt comfortable.
Hey, is that Jumpy Squirrel?
Woo!
I don't know what that guy's doing. I didn't get a good look at it.
A monkey like Curious George can't stand a mystery.
You want to go back and see what's up, don't you? Okay, but remember, be a good little monkey.
Hey, George! Boy, for a city kid, he's one fast runner.
He saw a workman back on the road and has to see what he's doing.
Didn't you hear? They're putting up a traffic light.
A traffic light? Out in the country? Well, I guess you can't stop progress.
Jumpy Squirrel couldn't stop because he was busy gathering up nuts to store for winter. And he'd found a lot of them across the road.
Oh, those branches block the light. See ya.
Jumpy was sure this was how he crossed the road. And what was that thing? What happened here? There was no way to get back safely. George noticed that people seemed to like red a lot because they all stopped to look at it. People who liked red didn't like green. When the light turned green, everybody drove away. And when it came to yellow, so far, people only liked it enough to slow down and look a little bit. The lights were always changing. People didn't get much time to enjoy their favorite colors. So George thought of a way to make it more fair for everyone. George made a special green side, because someone who liked green was bound to show up. A yellow side for those who might prefer yellow. And a red side, which George predicted would be the most popular. George always liked when friends dropped by. When it was Compass the pigeon, he really dropped by. George really liked birds, and Compass really liked whatever George was. George thought he'd make a pretty good pigeon.
Are you all right, George? Oh, stay right there. I know just what we need.
For once, George had no trouble staying where he was told, until the man with the yellow hat returned. With butter.
Well, this butter is for your foot, George, not for bread. Okay, try now. Well, I guess I'll have to call the fire department. They have the right tools to handle anything.
Rescue requested. Someone is stuck in monkey bars on his balcony.
Monkey bars on the balcony?
Why don't we ever get normal calls?
It's not monkey bars on the balcony. It's a monkey stuck in the bars on the balcony. Hiya, George.
It's still not normal.
Oh, we may have to saw through it.
She means the chair. Let's use the spreaders. We'll spread the bars apart, and then you can just pull your foot out, George.
Oh, there you go.
All in a day's work for the fire department.
This fire department, anyway.
Nice. Say, George, would you like to visit the firehouse and give them this picture as a thank you?
Sharky!
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 Sharky slip out of her collar?
Yeah, this is the 10th time she's gotten away this month.
She's like an escape artist, but with fur and a tail.
Well, we'll keep our eyes peeled.
Hi. Oh, this will look great on our wall.
Glad you like it. Now, come on, George, we've got to go.
Oh, George can stay. He'll be our mascot.
Okay, have fun, George. And be a good little monkey mascot.
George couldn't wait to check out the firehouse tools and equipment.
George? George? Hey, have you guys seen George?
There's no one up here but us.
There was a whole other room at the top of that pole.
Rescue requested. A dog is up a tree.
Oh, that George. Found him.
Hey, George. I found George! I wonder how a dog got up a tree.
I wonder why we never get any normal calls.